Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Sarah Labrat and today's video is going to be a writing vlog as well as kind of just chronicling my first week at my new job, which is very fun. In this writing vlog, I do get to write one of my favorite scenes that I've ever written. I get to like rewrite that and finally add it into the book where I think it belongs. So very exciting video today. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And if you have not already and enjoy this video, make sure you scroll down below, hit that big red subscribe button and that little notification bell next to it so that you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Now let's get into it. I am officially done with my first day of training at my brand new job. It is very, very late on January 4th. I had my first day of training today. And then after work, I ended up coming home and working on my main project, which is Project DE, for about 55 minutes, split across 2 writing sprints. So I wrote for 30 minutes and then I wrote for another 25 minutes and ended up rewriting, I think it was 1,228 words, which was very solid. And I'm feeling very excited with where I'm at in the project. I actually got to pass 43,000 words in the rewrite today, so feeling very, very proud of that. And I'm excited about my new job. I'm excited what it has to offer, and I'm excited with what the rest of this week of in-person training brings. We are still dealing with some bedhead this morning, but it is the morning of January 7th. It is Thursday of my first week at my new job. I don't think I've talked to you guys since Monday, but training is going really, really well so far. I'm enjoying it and looking forward to learning more. On Tuesday, January 4th, I ended up rewriting in DE 1,228 words in about 55 minutes. On January 5th, which was Tuesday, I only ended up doing about 70 words, but that's just because I wanted to keep my writing streak going. And then yesterday or last night, I ended up rewriting 1,108 words in about 1 hour and 10 minutes worth of writing sprints. And basically what that brought me up to was a scene that I haven't really known what I wanted to do with until like last night when I was figuring it out, but it was like 11:30 p.m. and I knew I had work today, so I didn't want to start on that because I knew I would stay up working on that. But it's a cozy scene where I could put in some kind of like poem or song or story or history about the world, which again is like my favorite part of writing, is the world building. But this scene basically begs for it, like it needs some kind of story to be put in, and I haven't really known what kind of story that I wanted to put in it until last night. So basically I like pulled up a new document so that I could like mess around with some things, because this is probably going to be written at least 3 or 4 times before I land on something that is solid enough to go into this draft 3. But the only reason that I'm like actually working through this right now is because the rewrite put me in the right headspace to get to where I need to be to actually work on this scene, and rewriting the story up until this point has really prepared me for that, and so that's very, very exciting. I have pulled some poems and stories and even the origin story that I wrote for a creative writing class like a year and a half ago, and it was actually included in my what I write in a day as a creative writing student, so I'll link that video up in the cards. But I think I might finally be getting to use that origin story, and now I'm just procrastinating and talking in circles. So before I go to work today, I want to get a head start on this today, and my goal is to finish rewriting the scene, or writing the scene, I guess, for the first time today. I kind of feel like I almost like blacked out because I just wrote for 40 minutes and wrote about 900 words. That is amazing for me. That's amazing for me in a day, much less one single writing sprint. So basically, this part of the story is going really, really well. This feels so good to like finally get on paper and find like the right place in the story that this is gonna be. Oh, it feels so good. I do feel like I might get burnt out if I just let myself keep going. And so I'm gonna take a break, watch a YouTube video, make breakfast, and then do some more. This is a great example of why I have so many freaking notes documents and why I encourage you guys to never delete anything that you ever write, because you never know when you're gonna use it. You never know when it's gonna come in handy. I did have to dig, and I kind of freaked out because I was worried that I had deleted or had lost the document that I had the origin story in, but I didn't. I still had it because I kept it, which is important. So basically, this is your super friendly reminder to back up your work because you don't want to lose anything. I also found myself not liking whatever the standard Word document font is and immediately switching over to Comic Sans, which is something that helps me draft faster or makes me feel like I'm drafting faster. I still don't like it as a concept, but it works. My second draft of this origin story or this history or this retelling or whatever it really is or is going to be ended up with 1,219 words. And then I'm going to look at this again after work and see what I think and if anything still needs to be changed. I did not finish wrapping up my clips yesterday, but it is now 6 o'clock the following morning. I will talk about how much I accomplished yesterday in a little bit, mostly because it's 6 a.m. So, okay, apparently I lied because it is now January 9th, which is really, really weird because I'm now in Florida, so it doesn't feel like January. But the day that I never ended up wrapping up was January 7th, which is when I was rewriting a storytelling scene that I kind of wanted to include various different scenes that I've already written for this story, but were in notes documents and spare documents. And I ended up adding a scene after trying to rewrite it several times. I think it was on the third way through that I was happy enough with it as it currently stood to put it into my DE document. And I ended up adding a scene that was 1,539 words long, which I was very, very happy with. The origin scene I think was about 3 pages of the original document, and then I had another storytelling scene that was kind of a poem about how the religious system came about, and that one was 8 pages long, and I don't think I included very much of that information, but I think I included enough of what is needed for this point in the story, which is awesome. But I still wanted to count my other drafting words because I did rewrite this several times. I did not include the 3 different versions of rewriting it, but I did end up adding in a different column on my spreadsheet 681 words into DE drafting, whereas all of my rewriting words have been going into the column DE rewriting. So basically, what I ended up giving myself credit for was 2,220 words on January 7th, and I was super, super proud of that. It felt so good to finally be getting this story out onto paper because I wrote it so long ago and I've been having the ideas for it for so long that to actually get to put the story in the story was so freaking cool. I just thought it was the coolest experience when I first drafted it because it was a story that was going to be told within my story, and there was something so powerful about that. Oh, it was just such a cool experience. I'm so glad that that scene finally feels right, and I will ask beta readers and stuff when I get to that stage what they think of it, what they think needs more information, if they think that any part of it doesn't fit or something, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm so happy with how rewriting on January 7th went. I also ended up rewriting for about 2 hours and 5 minutes, and so again, getting over 2,000 words in 2 hours I think is amazing. And then yesterday, January 8th, which is when I woke up at 6 a.m. to get on a plane, I thought I would end up writing at some point, sort of. I thought that I would just keep my streak going by doing a couple paragraphs or even a couple sentences. But I also have book club today, and so I was trying to finish A Court of Thorns and Roses, but that did not happen, and so I'm going into book club today, having only reread 2/3 of it, I think, which is totally okay. I know what happens in the rest of the book. So I pretty much just read all of the plane ride yesterday, and then in the lulls throughout the day and sort of when we were resting, I would read more. And I got a solid chunk of pages read. I read seriously almost half the book yesterday. Okay, this week was my first week at work. It went very, very well. I'm very excited about my new job. However, because we did come to Florida, I did not work as much as I was supposed to yesterday. So even though today is Saturday, before book club starts, I'm gonna finish all of the work that I didn't finish yesterday so that I can go hang out with my parents later today and just kind of enjoy Florida, because like I'm sitting outside in a t-shirt right now. Granted, I am wearing jeans. It's like 64 degrees, but it feels so good. All right, I think that's gonna be it from me. I definitely thought I was gonna be writing more in this vlog, but the trip kind of like surprised me when that showed up. And so I'm about to head back to the airport to go back to Minnesota. So just interesting things happening, but it's going well. My first week at work was very good. It was mostly training, and it looks like my next like month or so will also be training. So it's good so far. I got to rewrite a scene that I've loved for so freaking long, and it finally found a home in my story. Oh, it's so fun. All right, well, I think that's gonna be it for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sarah Labrat. If you liked this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up, because it really supports my channel by telling the YouTube algorithm that you liked my video and that someone else might too. Please feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me what you're working on in your story this week, or what part of the process you're in. And if you have not already, make sure you scroll down below, hit that big red subscribe button and that little notification bell next to it so that you don't miss another one of my uploads, because I'm currently posting videos twice a week. And I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye!